So, it's been a while with no decking action, but this isn't really a decking restoration video. This is about the summer house, and the floor in the summer house is squishy. Now, I think that the joists under the summer house are rotten. So the plan is take up some of this rotten decking, check the condition of the joists under here, and maybe jack the whole summer house up a little bit and try and replace the joists, if of course that's the problem. So I started off with removal of the first decking board. Decking board completely rotten. Surprisingly, joists are in pretty good condition, so that's pretty positive so far. So let's take up a few more and see if we can get taking the bits across the summer house. On closer inspection, it looks as if this piece, just the threshold between the doors, is just screwed down. So I'm going to see if I can undo these screws and see if that comes out. Right, well, the screws came out pretty easily. I'll move the floor a bit. This bit has come off. So that's off. So now I might be able to lift some of this floor and see if there's a problem underneath. They come up pretty easily, actually. I think I have diagnosed the problem. Rotten board, very rotten board. So, looks like it's time to rip the whole floor up and replace the floor in here. A bigger job than I was anticipating. At the same time, this has got to go. This decking is rotten to bits as well. So the task at hand is now to replace the floor. Obviously, to do that, everything needs to come out. So with a bit of assistance from Emily, everything now is on the decking. Right, the summer house is now empty. So what we're now going to do is rip the floor up, but lesson learnt from the decking project, we're going to make sure that we lay them out in the order that they come out, so that when we put them back again, we can put them in quite easily. And what we also need to do is to remove the skirting board along the edge as well, which is pretty easy. I've already done that just down here. Let's get on with it. So whichever genius put this down previously had marked every single one, starting one at this corner and a high number at that end. So 27. So we don't need to worry about it. Easy peasy. That's it. Floor is up. And neatly stacked at the side of the summer house. This sheeting stuff to come up next so we can see the full extent of the problem. So, conclusion, the floor is very rotten. Whoops. So I think it's probably all going to come up. Seems to be okay. this corner though. Bit squishy here. Yeah, squishy there. So maybe these 4 or 5 in the back corner are okay. And the rest of it, it's all going to come up. So, out with the reciprocating saw, and unsurprisingly, it's completely rotten. So the joists are going to need to be replaced as well, or at least some of them. That one for sure, that one even more for sure, that one possibly not, that one probably, this centre one looks like it as well. Yeah, that's completely rotten. That's gonna have to go. Rotten. Floor probably okay, joists underneath, rotten. Floor in the corner, rotten. So we're just cutting out this one here so that we can get rid of this joist that goes all the way underneath there. Right, that is day 1 complete. Left some of the flooring that is good, although you can see the joists that going to need to replace all the joists underneath anyway. So the whole floor's got to come up. Most of the stuff has been tied up and put in rubble sacks, but we run out of rubble sacks, so that will have to wait until tomorrow. The big problem is that the floor here goes under the side of the wall, so I think the only way to replace it is to lift each corner and then replace the wall, replace the floor rather, once we put the joists down. Not quite sure how to do that yet, problem for another day. And at the same time, haven't made much progress on the decking, but I think we're just gonna cut it off. I'm not gonna save any of the decking boards, they're all rotten. So just gonna cut it off with a reciprocating saw, I think.